love, Goldn.Light. We are tuned in to yet another self-care build. This video right here, we're going to be talking about monthly goals and planning. Just trying to share some essential things that I do month to month. Some goals are longer than others. Some things are just different. But I feel like some of the things I can share can be helpful to carry over into long-term goals, short-term goals, all of that good stuff. So I just want to share and talk about a few things. We will soon be getting into the month of March. At the beginning of every month, I have my goals set for that month. Trying not to overwhelm myself. However, I do like to have it outlined what I plan on getting done for that month. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Might be saying that a few times, but let's kind of get right into it. So I have my laptop with me because I have it on my blog. I have my OneNote. I like to be organized, and I might get off track, but I got this right here as my low-key secretary to just kind of keep me on my toes. So as you all know, I'm a huge advocate for writing things down. Not only because we don't remember everything, but that is the first step to planting a seed, is making it real by writing it down. Of course, we want to apply action to what we do, but you ever read like a journal, something that you wrote on a piece of paper like months later, a year later, and like, wow, you know? So imagine writing things down, putting some power behind that, and being able to push forward towards our goals and the things that we really want to do in our life. You know, I'm at a point where I don't want to waste time. I don't want you to waste any more time. I know you have big goals, dreams, desires, aspirations that you want to get done. So here I am, just a little push so that you can keep going, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do, just as a quick exercise, you can pause the video at a certain point so that you can do this and then continue it so you can get through the flow of the information. So I just want you to take 5 minutes and I want you to reflect. I want you to think about the things that bring you back to your center, things that make you feel calm, things that make you feel peaceful. And I want you to think about that, and then I want you to, guess what? Write it down. Make a little list, get you a new journal, piece of paper, however you want to keep it together. If you have to put it in your phone, that's cool, no big deal. But try to go a little bit old school and put it on a piece of paper as well. As we're going through our goals and things like that, we can get overwhelmed and feel like off balance. And sometimes we just have to revisit those things that make us feel centered. Like I said, at the top of each month, I have a set of goals that I like to have outlined clear before me that I plan on doing. Some goals take like a month's time, but some goals we know it can be 5, 6, and even longer, but it's the same momentum that you want to have. So to get started, I'm known to have a lot on my plate. I get a lot of ideas. I get so much that I want to get done, and I'm thinking I'm a superwoman, I can do it all, but then I get overwhelmed, I get anxiety, I get down, I get frustrated, and it can be avoided to some degree. So the first thing I want you to do is just kind of keeping your goals for the month to 2 to 3. 2 to 3 goals, 3 at the most, 1 or 2, however you want to do it. If it's something business, it's something personal, just have it identified with 2 or 3 goals. What we are gonna do is actually break these goals down. We want to see these goals broken down to the smallest level, because that's how we're going to be able to see the steps that we're going to take. So our goal, let's say I want to drink water. That's our goal. That's a great goal to have. But we want to break it down so small that we can see what drinking water looks like for us. We have to get to the point where we're very clear and specific with our goals so that we can be responsible, disciplined towards the actions that we need to take. So for example, I'm going to use the water one. I want to drink water. How much water? How often are you drinking this water? That's how we can kind of break some of this stuff down. So I'm going to drink a gallon of water. Ooh, that's a lot. A gallon of water every day. Am I going to throw a deadline? I need to have this done by 10 p.m. Give yourself accountability to kind of meet a marker. Of course, we're going to talk about grace and forgiveness and giving ourselves some room. But have some type of marker so you can kind of keep within the scope. So you want to drink a gallon of water every day by 10 p.m. What else? Do you want to throw a bet on the table with somebody? If you're doing this challenge with somebody, that always helps me with my goals. Let's put some bread up. The next thing that we want to talk on is creating a schedule that's going to help you build habits. We need to get into the rhythm of repetition. Repetition helps us create a pattern. It helps us get into the rhythm of things, especially if it's something new that we're doing. So if this is your monthly goal, what does that monthly goal look like on a week to week? And then even smaller, what does it look like day to day? How can we add in a little bit of our schedule every day? So let's use another example outside of the water. Let's say that you are wanting to produce, you're a designer, you're wanting to produce 5 new pieces for your collection. If this is something that you know can typically be done within a month, you know that there's a lot of things that's going to go into that. You're going to have to design, you're going to have to actually create the pieces, you might want to find models, you might want to take pictures of the pieces. There's a lot of components that's going to go into that. So we know that's the big goal. I'm dropping 5 pieces, you know. Now on a week to week, what am I doing? Let's formulate that into a schedule, and then let's break it down and saying, okay, Monday I'm going to sketch my pieces. Wednesdays I'm going to give myself some more time to sketch my pieces. Friday I should have my pieces finalized and sketched, and by the next week we can go into say, okay, now we're going to start creating. We're going to purchase the materials, we're going to outsource. Write everything down so you can see what these goals are looking like. Like I said, the more clear and the more specific we are, the better it's going to help us as we move forward those goals and make sure that we're able to hit that. The next thing that we want to talk about is distractions. Distractions and self-discipline, they somewhat go hand in hand. We got a lack of discipline because we're getting easily distracted. So everybody's distraction is different. Social media may be more of a distraction for you than it is for me. My phone may be a distraction. TV might be a distraction. Some people might be a distraction. Get comfortable and honest with yourself by figuring out what is distracting you. Because a lot of times we're wasting time because we're spending too much time giving into our distractions. So now it's the point where we got to be aware of that. What are your distractions? And then implementing some self-discipline. Do you need to put your phone on do not disturb? I know I do. Do we need to put a timer on how much time we're spending on social media? I do. What are some other things that you can implement that's going to help you be disciplined and practice to not give in to your distractions? When you first wake up in the morning, are you going to focus on a task? No phone, no music, no TV, or maybe you need a little music to kind of get inspired. But try to identify some of those things. Close out sacred time that's going to be important to you, so that you can really, really focus on completing your task and hitting your goal. When you see things done on a day-to-day basis, it's going to turn into week to week. And guess what? By the end of the month, them goals gonna be hit. And even if they're not, if you fall a little short, I'm telling you, progress is better than just not doing nothing for the month at all and just saying it. I'm supposed to do a collection. I want to drop a book. Next month, I want to drop a book. Month after that, I want to drop a book. 6 months later, guess what? I want to drop a book. 2 years go by. No book dropped yet. Okay? Time to put in some action behind what we want to do. I know you want to do it. I want you to do it. So this is what it's about. We got to put our foot down and be serious about our goals and making plans. Planning it out. So this next thing, I love it. It really works for me. Kind of goes into a little when we talk about the water and kind of like making a bet. But if you're able to find an accountability partner, this is something that really helps. It offers support and it offers accountability. So working out, I have a workout accountability partner. So when I'm in the gym, she's in the gym, we working out together, we pushing each other, we're getting it done. We're holding ourselves accountable, we're holding each other accountable, and we're able to get it done. The accountability partner also comes in where we can throw some money on the table. Right now, I'm in a bet with my homegirl. If I don't hit my 3 goals for this month, I owe her $50. Now, $50 ain't much to y'all, but it's $50 I'm not trying to let go. So I'm hitting these goals, she's trying to hit her goals, and if we make it, we go half on a bottle, celebrate, a little toast, accomplishment, feels good. But our goals got done too, so that's the main thing. So during this whole process, you're cutting out your distractions, you're disciplining yourself, you found an accountability partner. Even if you didn't, you're holding yourself accountable because you're serious about what you're doing. You're planning out your goals, you're mapping it out, you're writing things down, you're getting real serious. Most importantly as well is to be positive. Be positive. There are obstacles, so many obstacles that's going to come in your way during your process of hitting your goals. I've received a lot too, and I can be very critical and hard on myself, but I remain positive to know that I can do it. If you need additional help, if you need support, reach out. Find someone that you can talk to that can maybe help if you're a little bit down, somebody that you can vent to. Don't quit. That's the most important thing. Some days I get tired and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't go forward. What am I doing? This ain't gonna work. And I get down, but guess what? I get back up and I'm saying, you know what? Let it out, girl. You're gonna keep doing this thing and you're gonna push forward. It's gonna work out. So don't quit whatever you do. Rest if anything, but do not quit. Remain positive, vent to who you need to vent to, and just do what you can to really push yourself out there to get your goals done. You could definitely go back through this. I have it listed on my blog. So if you go to Goldn.Light I've partnered with my beautiful sister Black Manhattan. Y'all better check out some of the stuff on her page. It is great content. But I'm sharing the blog with her. There's a section that's specifically for self-care, so you can read about monthly goals and planning on there. So I wanted to share some of the tools that I use that helps me to be organized. I use a planner and a calendar, of course. I have a calendar that's at my house that I use, and I also have a planner that I use that I keep with me and I carry with me everywhere I go. And I make a conscious effort to look in that planner, check things off, write things down, and really take responsibility for the things that I'm planning and what it's looking like for me on a day-to-day basis, and like we said, week to week. Of course, you want to have a notebook, maybe a notebook on the go, or maybe use a notebook in your phone, but you may get ideas day to day. You may have things that you remember that come to you. Take some time to write it down, not necessarily wanting to start a new task right away, but keeping a documentation of the things that you're doing and get into a habit of writing things down. Excel spreadsheet is my friend. I like to be organized. I like to take the madness in my head and put it down into graphs. Well, not graphs so much, but more so of an outline of different things when it's my finances, it's my business, and things like that. So that definitely helps. Sticky notes. If you need your sticky notes when I'm at the job, I might need a sticky note when I'm at the house. I might need it. Grocery stores, sticky notes definitely do help. Milanote.com, Milanote, is like an online vision board. It is so dope. You can really map things out, and it's a great tool to use. You could also actually create a vision board that also helps with planning and kind of seeing what your goals look like. Trello app, Habit Bull app is two apps that I came across that have been really helpful. I don't use it as much right now, but I definitely started to use it, so that may help you more than it helps me. Alarm clock and setting a reminder. That reminder joint on my phone is like a sidekick. Like, that's my mini secretary. When I'm forgetting things, I put it in there, add a reminder. How many times it's going to remind me? Priority, is it high priority, low priority? And even though sometimes it's constantly on my phone, I get agitated about like notifications and stuff. So eventually I'm going to click on it if I've been ignoring it. But that definitely does help me. So like I said, I know we kind of went through that. I really want to encourage you guys to write things down, plan out your goals. We're about to move into the month of March. So take some time now while we still have some time in this month to really focus on what goals do we want to hit. Try to, like I said, keep it down to 2 to 3 goals. Don't overwhelm yourself. Know that other goals you can give time to at other times, especially if you're already doing a lot. You're a mother, you work a 9 to 5, you're a wife, you're just a person that does a lot, period. Start to organize your plate. What things can you put on pause, and creating those boundaries within yourself. So another Instagram live, not Instagram live, but self-care live that we did on Instagram was about consistency. So consistency is going to be a great recipe to our goals when it comes to these things. So you can check that out on the blog if you kind of just want to jump ahead and get right into it. But I'm definitely going to do a video for those who are visual learners and just want to kick it with me and talk. So that's pretty much it. 2 to 3 goals for the month, very specific in what you want to do. Write it down, write it down, write it down. When you feel like you're out of whack, off balance, go back to that list that we did in the beginning and how to get yourself centered. Is it going outside and being in nature? Is it listening to music? Is it dancing? Is it taking some time to just take a bath and relax and get yourself ready? Going out to the movies, reading a book. What do you need to feel centered so that you can go hard and keep going? Because we don't want to quit. We want to rest if anything, but we do not want to quit. Creating a schedule. What does it look like month to month? What does it look like week to week, day to day? Being specific, putting those in there. Now, if you're feeling like you've fallen off task a little bit, it's okay. Don't get too down on yourself. Like we said, remain encouraged, remain positive. Your support team that you have, lean on them for that. Vent if you need to, but bounce back and keep pushing forward. Accountability partner, if you got one, use one. If you don't, I'm here for you. Reach out to me. I'm definitely going to be trying to put together like some one-on-one consultations if you just want to kind of throw some ideas out there. That's going to be coming soon as I have more time on my plate to do that. But for right now, we have the blog, we have the Instagram Live, we have the YouTube now. So there's a lot of different ways that we can build, and I'm here for you. So reach out if you need to, for real, for real. Stay tuned for more videos. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff that they be doing out here. Show love and support, and let me know what you need, because I'm here for you. So that's all I got. I think the next video that we're going to come with, we're probably going to talk about budgeting or maybe just get right into consistency. But in the meantime, check out the vlog. Peace, love, Goldn.Light. It's girl.